Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a singles new love reading for my dearest Geminis. Gemini, we're going to take a look at who's coming towards you in love, and we'll get as much information about this person and this relationship as possible. Now, if these messages resonate with you, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And just a friendly reminder, I am available for private readings, so if you're after one, I do have those links down below. All right, Geminis, let's see who this person is. Okay, so they're showing up as the Nine of Swords, okay? And they're also showing up as the Fool, Aries energy, okay? How they're viewing you, the King of Cups. So some of you could have water in your chart, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And how you're going to feel the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so for some of my Geminis, I do see this could be a little bit of a draining connection, at least in the beginning. And we see the Five of Cups, because it looks like you have somebody here. You may meet this person at a time when they're experiencing personal loss, or they're going through something very difficult. You may even meet this person when they're still involved in some sort of other karmic situation. And I feel like you're not meeting them at the most ideal time, okay? But remember, love is love, right? And you can't always help whom you fall in love with. But the Fool card tells me that this person may be somebody new, or this person really is open to doing things differently and open to taking a leap of faith here with you. But I do feel this is somebody who might be skeptical about love because they've been hurt in the past, or they're experiencing some sort of personal loss here, Gemini. All right, let's see. Now they're showing up as the Nine of Pentacles. Pay attention to that number sequence 99 coming through. They could have a Venus in Virgo, or maybe you do. But I do feel like your person is working really hard to get out of this Nine of Swords energy. So you might be meeting this person as they're kind of coming towards the end of a spiritual awakening. Some of you, you're meeting this person and they've quit some bad habits. So they've recently quit smoking, or they've quit drinking, or something like that. Some of you, they're on maybe a weight loss journey, or they've just started going to the gym or something like that. But I do feel like this person is working hard towards getting themselves in that Nine of Pentacles. And for some of you, they're just really fighting for financial stability, all right, or independence. They're also showing up as the Knight of Swords. So I definitely feel like this is a connection that maybe they don't see coming, or you don't see coming. In the beginning of this connection, Gemini, this person might not be so sure about where things are going. Again, this person may be a little bit unsure about what their own future is going to look like. And again, it could be because they've lost a job, or they've recently lost a loved one, or they're making some pretty big changes in their life. Now we see the Page of Cups. This person might not believe how lucky they are that you've come into their life, or that you come into their life and add so much light to their life, positive energy. And I do see, despite what they're going through, Gemini, this person's definitely going to open their heart to you. And I feel like they feel like you're just a godsend, okay? Like they're going to feel so thankful that you've come into their life when you did, all right? So let's see, Gemini, how else will you be able to identify this person? So they could be a Capricorn, or have strong Capricorn in their chart. Their work and stability are high priority, and this is somebody who's definitely reliable. We get, this person might be very different from you. So someone with another race, religion, or culture from your own. This person may not have any family, or they may have recently lost a family member, or they might just be missing their friends and family. Let's say they've just moved to a new city, state, or country, or started a new job that's at a distance, and they don't really know anybody. Again, that could also be the energy there that I'm picking up on. And we do see that this person has strong water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, okay? So they're also showing up here as the Fool. But I do think this person is going to be open to you. They're going to be, ready and willing to take a leap of faith. Like I said, you feel like such a blessing to this person when you come into their life. I do think that this person is up for adventures and trying new things. This person loves animals, okay? So very connected to nature. Maybe they have pets, or, they grew up with a lot of pets or something. They may be European or of European descent, but remember, these really specific messages are not going to resonate with all of you, but they will be confirmation for some of my Geminis out there. And this person is very loving and very sweet. For some of you, they enjoy tarot, and you are going to be on their mind and in their heart. So they're going to be, you know, they're going to be all about you, Gemini. And again, for some of you, you meet this person at a time when they're really lonely. Like I said, they've just started a new job, or they've just moved to a new city or something like that. Or they've experienced some sort of personal loss. Okay, so let's see, what else do we need to know about this person? They may have a personal pride for their collectibles, so that could be clothing, shoes, it could be anything, tools, makeup, you name it. This person does like to wear jewelry, so they may wear more than 2 rings frequently. All right, they have a noticeable facial feature, so that could be a scar, it could be a mole, it could be beautiful eyes, beautiful lips, strong jawline, dimples, freckles. And they may have a tendency to be forgetful or late. I was going to say there might be some Pisces energy here in their chart, but it doesn't have to be the case. And we see that they're physically active, so somebody who likes to walk, likes to run, goes to the gym, you know, likes to go hiking, they like to move around, get out of the house. All right, my lovely Geminis, let's see, what else do we need to know about this person? They're educated, articulate, they're well-rounded, they may have a college degree or 2. All right, there's something about their hairstyle that you're going to like, but I feel like it's well put together. Now, it's not going to be for all of you, but we do see tapered, a buzz cut, short or cropped, or a fade with a part. Like, this is somebody who's quite manicured. And again, not all of you are into, you know, people that wear their hair this way. So, you know, but whatever it is, they do take good care of their hair is what I'm getting. And we see that they're successful, they're self-made, they have their own business, or if you meet them and that's not really the case, there's all this potential here. We also see there's a lot of potential for stability, them being balanced. They're in that energy of self-love, they're authentic. But again, you might not meet them at the most ideal time in their life, but I'm seeing like this is what they're projecting for the future for this person, and you know, potentially for you as well if you choose to stay together. Now, this person is seeing you, Gemini, as the King of Cups. So some of you could also have strong water placements, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. This person sees you as loving, but they see you as strong. Again, they see you as a light in their life at a time of possible darkness or when it's quite gloomy. This person also sees you as super authentic, open, honest. You bring this person peace, and for a lot of you, you're going to really help this person kind of get out of the energy that they're in. And I don't think it's going to be to your detriment, although some of you might feel like it's a little bit draining, but I see you really helping this person. This person sees you as the King of Wands. So you may be where this person wants to be. Maybe that's with your finances, or that's, you know, with your physical, you know, spiritual, emotional journey. But I'm also seeing with the King of Wands, this person sees you as somebody who's super sexy, super attractive. And you might be a little bit older than this person, or you just might be a little bit wiser, a little bit further along on your spiritual journey. We see the devil energy. This person might be a little bit obsessed with you, Gemini, again, because of everything that you offer them. And also because I feel like you lend them a helping hand, and that may just be emotionally. Now, maybe some of you are going to lend this person money, but I do want you to be careful. You know, don't start acting like the wife or the girlfriend before you know, or the husband or the boyfriend, before you know what this person is really about, or you know them really well. But I do think that this person, there's going to be a really strong physical attraction. And I think they're going to fall for you pretty hard, Gemini. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Now, let's see. I also feel, too, this person is going to feel like you could have anybody you want. But let's see. What do they really admire about my Geminis? Yep, they see you as a guide. You're definitely a light in this person's life. You know, they might be on a bit of a dark path, and you show up. I'm seeing, you know, Hermit card, Virgo energy. You show up with that lantern, or the Star card, Aquarius energy. So this person sees you as a guide. This is somebody they definitely look up to. They're going to ask you for advice, Gemini. You know, how would you handle this situation? Or how did you get where you are? That type of energy. And we're seeing child eternal. So again, even if there is an age difference, and let's say you are older than this person, and of course that's not going to be for all of you, but they see you as somebody who's determined to remain young in body, mind, and spirit, and you can see things with fresh eyes. Okay, I love that. And this person also sees you as very romantic, loyal, chivalrous, and you have a love of honor. So you're also somebody here that, they can really trust. Now with the Queen of Pentacles, a lot of you may feel like, wow, this person embodies a lot of what I've been waiting for. And I feel like the Queen of Pentacles, though, she's also going to hold back and she's not going to rush into anything. The Queen of Pentacles also, she's going to take her time. She's not going to overextend herself. Although, again, you may realize this person does need some kind of help when you first meet them. Again, whether it's spiritual, emotional, financial, whatever it might be. But I see you being kind and loving and generous. But I also see you as like, yeah, I'm also not going to be like paying this person's bills and I barely know them, or over giving, right? So I do think you're going to be a bit discerning here. We see Strength card, Leo energy. So that's an energy of waiting and holding back. So you definitely know your worth and your value, Gemini. And I think you're going to wait and see how this plays out. If you two are really meant for each other, if you can really trust this person. But I also feel with the Strength card, like you're going to have faith, that this is somebody that, that you can be with and hold space for. And we see double in the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, a lot of you, though, you are going to see like, you know what? I feel like this person might be kind of going through it when we meet, or they're not exactly where they want to be, but I can see myself with this person in the long run. And look at that, we get the King of Cups. So it seems like you both have water placements. I actually think you're going to have stronger feelings for this person, Gemini, than you may let on. So that, like trying not to get too emotionally invested, or like I said, act like the wife or the girlfriend or the husband or the boyfriend before you know exactly what they're all about and how they really feel. But I do see you two mirroring each other. I see this being a connection of deep love here. But again, take your time, vet this person, see who they really are. Don't overextend. All right. And we see an apology. You can expect the apology that you want to hear. So some of you, this person might really apologize to you for like, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm not exactly where I want to be when we meet or when we've met. For others of my Geminis, remember we do have Mercury retrograde coming up. Actually, we're in it already, if I'm not mistaken. And you could have options. You could have also somebody from your past coming back around and you having a choice here. We see unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. So there may be some obstacles here for sure. But Spirit's saying, but your true love is already a part of your life. They're already around you. And obstacles can be overcome, but Gemini, you're going to be the one to decide if that's the case. And Spirit's saying, do what's best for you, Gemini. Clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. And don't put anybody ahead of yourself. Obviously, your children and things like that, yes. But, before you really know who they are, to always, just be in that energy of self-love and self-care. All right, let's see. What else do we need to know here about this person or this connection? So time apart, so time of separation, okay? So that could be one of you is traveling. That could also indicate distance. Some of you, this could be some type of reconciliation, although truthfully, I'm not really getting that in the other cards. Workplace romance, you and this person are quite compatible. Some of you might work together or you work in the same field, but I feel like that common cause connection is just saying that you two just have a lot in common. And, it will be quite easy to work together. And Spirit's saying this is a dream come true, my lovely Gemini. Have faith, your rainbow will come smiling through. And we see friendly support. So fairies, guides, and friends give aid. Some of you might do a little bit of friends first here with this person. You could have friends that do bring you together, or you could already be this person's friend. And maybe you are helping them out. For some of you, it might be a friendship that evolves to the next level. All right, Geminis, let's see. What else do we need to know about times and dates here, please? Okay, so this is unfolding very soon. And some of you, it's as early as next week. All right, my lovely Geminis, I'm going to leave it here. Sending you love and light. Take care.